Inflation is a reality we cannot ignore. Grocery prices are soaring, gas pumps are draining our wallets, and rent notices seem to multiply overnight. It feels as though our hard-earned dollars are turning to dust before our very eyes. But amidst this chaos, a different narrative is emerging. Picture serene scenes of people tending to their gardens, bartering goods, and working remotely on laptops by the beach. Imagine families cooking together, sharing laughter, and embracing a lifestyle that not only survives, but flourishes in the face of economic challenges. This is the inflation-proof lifestyle, a way to craft a fulfilling existence where the shrinking value of money does not dictate happiness or security. Through smart shifts in habits, mindset, and resource use, individuals are building a buffer that allows them to thrive, showcasing resilience and creativity in a world where financial pressures loom large. In 2026, many have flipped the script on inflation, finding ways to not just endure, but to embrace life fully, transforming their daily routines into opportunities for joy and connection, proving that even in tough times, happiness can be cultivated. As we move through the year 2026, the impact of inflation is no longer just a headline. It has become a palpable force affecting our daily lives. Consider the once affordable $5 latte that now demands $7 or more in many urban areas. Housing costs have soared, with cities like Miami witnessing annual rent increases of 10 to 15%, far outpacing the wage growth for the average worker. Meanwhile, the meager interest rates on savings accounts hover around 0.5%, while the prices of everyday essentials inflate at a staggering 4 to 7%. This insidious erosion of purchasing power compounds over time, transforming family budgets that once felt manageable into tightrope walks of financial decision-making. What was once a comfortable lifestyle in 2023 now forces families to make difficult choices, such as foregoing vacations or scaling back on healthcare. However, those who adapt early to these changes, whom we call the thrivers, view this challenge not as a setback but as a clarion call to rethink their financial strategies and embrace new opportunities for growth. The real transformation starts upstairs, in your head. Instead of spiraling into worry about every price hike, individuals are learning to pivot from fear to action. For instance, consider someone who used to panic over a 20% jump in utility bills. They'd grumble but take no steps to mitigate the impact. Now they ask themselves, what aspects of my life can I control to make this irrelevant? This shift in mindset is akin to upgrading from a leaky boat to a sturdy ship navigating through rough seas. They begin to perceive inflation as a temporary weather pattern rather than a permanent curse. By concentrating on creation rather than consumption, they cultivate habits that generate value independently of the currency's strength. One individual I know transitioned from purchasing new gadgets to repairing old ones, transforming what could have been a significant expense into a valuable skill that ultimately saved thousands over time. This proactive approach not only fosters resilience, but also empowers individuals to thrive amidst economic fluctuations. Building a solid base goes way beyond jotting down expenses in a notebook. It's about allocating every resource, time, money, energy, with laser focus on long-term payoff. Start by auditing your outflows. That $15 monthly app you barely use, gone. The $50 weekly takeout, replaced with home-cooked meals that cost half as much. Redirect those savings into things that fight back against inflation, like buying quality tools that last, or investing in energy-efficient home upgrades. A couple in Florida, for instance, slashed their electric bill by 30% with solar panels funded from cutbacks on dining out. This isn't deprivation, it's strategic redirection, turning potential waste into a growing foundation that inflation can't easily erode. Embracing this mindset not only enhances our financial resilience, but also empowers us to make choices that align with our long-term goals, fostering a sense of control and purpose in our financial journey. Money flows like water, and it can either leak away or be redirected purposefully. An animation illustrates this concept, with leaks represented by dollar signs disappearing On the other hand, redirected arrows show how we can channel our resources into meaningful investments. Consider housing. What once felt like a hefty mortgage can transform into an income stream by renting out a spare room on platforms like Airbnb. A family downsizing from a 4-bedroom house to a 3-bedroom exemplifies this shift as they pocket the difference to pay off high-interest credit cards faster. Cars are another significant area. Selling a gas guzzler and opting for a fuel-efficient model or public transit can free up hundreds monthly. The joy of a couple high-fiving encapsulates the triumph of making intentional financial choices, reminding us that the key is math over emotion, prioritizing wiping out 18% interest debt before tackling a 3% student loan. Always ask if the freed-up cash can earn more elsewhere, like in a side hustle or skill-building course. In an inflating world, skills become your unbreakable shield against economic uncertainty. Picture this: a small backyard garden flourishing with fresh produce, yielding $500 a year and allowing you to sidestep the soaring prices at the supermarket. Or consider the satisfaction of learning basic plumbing. Fixing a leaky faucet on your own saves you $200 on a service call, money that can be redirected towards further skill development. Individuals who thrive today are those investing time in online courses, transforming hobbies into lucrative side hustles, like freelance writing that can generate an extra $1,000 monthly. The power of coding basics empowers others to automate tedious tasks or create apps that generate passive income. These skills are not mere pastimes, they are compounding assets. The more skills you accumulate, the less you need to rely on others, fostering a cycle of growth that outstrips any inflation rate. Embracing this mindset not only alleviates financial pressure, but also unlocks a wealth of opportunities for a more sustainable future. In this chapter, we delve into the transformative power of community exchanges, revealing how they function as a hidden economy that inflation often overlooks. Bartering emerges not as a relic of the past, but as a savvy strategy for modern living. Imagine trading your graphic design expertise for a mechanic's assistance with your car, effectively saving $300 in repair costs. Platforms like Nextdoor exemplify this shift, where neighbors engage in vibrant exchanges. One group might trade surplus garden produce for homemade preserves, helping to stabilize food budgets amid rising grocery prices. As economic pressures mount, these networks evolve into skill-sharing initiatives, offering group classes on budgeting or DIY repair workshops. The true beauty lies in the trust cultivated through these interactions. Money remains within the community, relationships deepen, and when global events inflate costs, your local circle becomes a vital buffer, fostering a sense of abundance even when resources are scarce. In an era where global supply chains are increasingly unpredictable, embracing hyperlocal solutions can significantly enhance our resilience. Imagine a Miami resident who has opted for a community-supported agriculture box, receiving fresh, locally grown vegetables at a price that's 20% lower than those at chain stores. This shift not only supports local farmers, but also shields the consumer from the fluctuations of shipping fuel surcharges. Furthermore, energy efficiency becomes a priority with the installation of LED lights and smart thermostats, which can reduce utility bills by 15 to 25%. Community solar programs offer another layer of sustainability, allowing residents to access renewable energy without the burden of upfront costs. By prioritizing local resources, we create a buffer against the volatility of distant markets. A factory shutdown thousands of miles away won't impact our daily lives as much. Over time, this hyperlocal approach cultivates a sense of control, transforming economic uncertainty into manageable choices that empower individuals and strengthen community ties. Embracing do-it-yourself isn't just about going off-grid. It's a powerful way to take control of your expenses. Start with something simple, like brewing your own coffee at home, which can save you around $1,000 a year compared to those daily cafe runs. Learn to sew, and you'll find that mending clothes is not only a sustainable choice, but also a way to dodge the rising costs of fashion. One passionate DIY enthusiast even built a home composting system, transforming kitchen scraps into free fertilizer for a garden that nourishes their family. Each small success builds momentum, inspiring further projects, like creating natural cleaners from basic ingredients like vinegar and baking soda, allowing you to skip the overpriced store brands. The result of these endeavors is a profound shift from being a consumer to becoming a creator, where each project not only saves money, but also boosts your confidence, making the noise of inflation feel distant and irrelevant. The rise of flexible work arrangements has ushered in a new era for those seeking financial relief amidst rising living costs. Digital nomads, equipped with remote jobs, are seizing the opportunity to relocate to more affordable regions, whether it's a quaint town in rural Georgia or a vibrant city in Mexico. Take, for instance, a software developer who dramatically reduced their living expenses by 40% after moving from the high-priced landscape of San Francisco to a smaller, more cost-effective community. This strategic shift allowed them to redirect their savings into investments, paving the way for a more secure financial future. The benefits extend beyond mere rent reductions. They encompass liberation from the burdens of location-based inflation, such as exorbitant urban taxes and transportation costs. With the aid of modern tools like Zoom and cloud storage, maintaining productivity becomes effortless, enabling individuals to stretch their income further and create a buffer against economic uncertainties back home. The blend of work and travel not only enhances financial well-being, but also enriches life experiences, proving that the world is indeed a playground for those willing to embrace the freedom of flexible work. In an era of rising prices, the true essence of wealth is shifting from material possessions to enriching experiences. Instead of succumbing to the allure of the latest gadgets that quickly lose their value, individuals are now investing in opportunities that foster personal growth and lasting memories. Families are opting for adventures that create bonds, like hiking through breathtaking national parks, where the thrill of exploration far outweighs the fleeting joy of a new smartphone. Learning a new language or mastering an instrument becomes a source of lifelong happiness, offering rewards that extend beyond monetary measures. This transformative mindset encourages us to recognize that while possessions may gather dust and depreciate, experiences compound into wisdom and connections, providing a sense of fulfillment that inflation cannot diminish. By embracing this philosophy, we not only enhance our lives, but also redefine what it means to be truly wealthy in today's economy. As we navigate the complexities of modern finance, it's essential to recognize the potential of cryptocurrency and decentralized finance, DeFi, as powerful tools against inflation. Visuals of digital wallets and stablecoins, like tethered balloons, symbolize stability amidst economic turbulence. A user confidently diversifies their portfolio, allocating 10% into Ethereum-based lending platforms, showcasing the ease of earning passive income without liquidating assets. Yet, the landscape is not without its challenges. Animations of fluctuating graphs remind us of the inherent volatility. This journey through the digital financial realm, when paired with traditional investments like gold and real estate, forms a robust shield against uncertainty, ensuring that no single market downturn can undermine our financial security. In today's unpredictable financial landscape, playing the long game is essential. Designing a life that withstands economic fluctuations requires strategic planning. Start by establishing an emergency fund that covers 12 to 24 months of essential expenses, ideally parked in high-yield accounts or inflation-beating bonds to maximize growth. Diversifying income streams can be a game-changer. For instance, a teacher who supplements their salary with tutoring can transform a single income source into 3. Keeping expenses lean is equally crucial. Aim to live on just 50 to 60% of your income, directing the remainder toward investments that will work for you. Adaptability is key. When job markets shift, leverage your skills to pivot into new opportunities. Remember, optimism is rooted in preparation rather than luck. By creating robust systems that can flex with change, You can turn uncertainty into a canvas for opportunity, ensuring your financial future remains bright regardless of the economic climate. Ready to take charge of your financial future? Start by tracking every expense for the next 30 days using a simple app like Mint. This isn't about judgment, it's about awareness. You'll be surprised at the leaks you uncover, like those unused streaming services draining your wallet. Next, pick one money-saving skill to master. Consider basic cooking. Dedicate just 10 hours a week to it, and you'll likely see your food costs drop by 25%. Lastly, build a local connection. Offer to mow a neighbor's lawn in exchange for borrowing tools. This not only fosters community ties, but also reduces your immediate need for cash transactions. By following this roadmap, you're not just saving money, you're actively engaging with your financial health. A clear plan can guide us toward a lifestyle that transcends monetary concerns. Imagine a vibrant scene where individuals gather to share meals, engage in creative projects, and support one another. As the animation unfolds, a 3-step checklist appears, featuring icons that symbolize community gardens, skill-sharing workshops, and joyful gatherings. Each step highlights the essence of collaboration and resourcefulness. By embracing this inflation-proof mindset, we empower ourselves and our communities, cultivating a sense of abundance that thrives beyond the limitations of currency. Together, we can navigate rising costs not with fear, but with creativity and connection, ensuring that joy and security remain at the forefront of our lives. In a world where inflation looms large, the essence of a fulfilling life remains unchanged. Picture a tapestry woven with moments of laughter, shared meals, and the warmth of loved ones. As the economy twists and turns, it's these simple pleasures that ground us. The real challenge lies not in the financial turmoil, but in our ability to adapt and thrive amidst it. By prioritizing experiences over material wealth, we can navigate the storm with grace. Let each small step, be it a family game night, a creative endeavor, or a quiet evening with a good book, serve as a reminder that true abundance is found in connection and joy, not just in currency.